a very funny young man, originally from West Africa, who is in the running to be America's black friend. Please, make some noise for Mamoudou Njai.
Y'all got a little uncomfortable by that, but it's okay. He can say it. He's allowed to say it. Hi, yeah, my name is Mamoudou Njai. It's hard to become America's black friend when you have a name that's unpronounceable by most Americans. It's difficult to do basic things having this name. For instance, I can't go to, Panera and order something because I have to give them my name. And then there's a whole ordeal. They're like, oh, where are you from? I'm like, oh, I'm from Africa. They're like, oh, where's that? And I'm like, all right, I'm taking my business elsewhere. But yeah, it's an unfortunate situation. So whenever I go in to order things, I say my name is AJ because it's 2 letters and you can't fuck it up. So I went into Panera, and I ordered a chicken noodle soup bread bowl because I'm bougie. And I purchased it, told her my name was AJ, and I went to go wait in the wings. I'm waiting for my bread bowl to come out, and I hear this young lady come out and say, Aj, your chicken noodle soup bread bowl is ready. Aj, is there an Aj here? And I'm like, you simple bitch. You have no idea how hard it could have been for you. It could have been so much worse. What's your name?
Hannah.
Hannah?
Yeah.
All right, that's it for crowd work. Moving right along. Wonderful. I recently quit my job, which is a sentence I've never said, actually, until today. But I recently quit my job. I used to be a 7th grade science teacher in Brooklyn. I taught science to all boys. And a show of hands, who cries themselves to sleep? I have the opposite problem. I cry myself awake because I know I have to deal with prepubescent boys every single day for 11 hours. It's not fun. And the thing is, when I was in middle school, one of my biggest insecurities is having a higher voice than most boys at that age. And now, teaching at that school, I was back in school with boys who had deeper voices than I did. And it was unfortunate because if you have a deeper voice, you win the argument, right? you automatically win. I can't point to a kid and be like, yo, Jamiel, come here. Yeah? No, you're right. Stay there. You stay right where you are. Would you like some coffee? I could bring you some coffee. It's hard. And like, another thing they don't teach you about in teacher school is about a special little thing called bathroom duty. Did anyone have like a bouncer for their bathroom when they were in school? Because that's what I had to do for 10 minutes a day. And I stood in front of the bathroom and kids would come up to me and request to use the restroom, which just sounds crazy to me. But one time I was late for bathroom duty and I learned why it's a thing. I was late, the door was closed, and I could hear joy from inside. And that was not what you're supposed to hear when you're going to a middle school bathroom. So I pushed the door open, and there's kids flying around everywhere. An underground crime ring had already started. It was wild in there. And I walk in there, and in my biggest, deepest voice, I was like, everyone get back to class. And kids just scampered, just running back and forth, trying to get past me, past the door, go to their classrooms. And I hear a noise out of one of the stalls, and I push the door open, and there's a kid squatting on the toilet with his feet on the toilet. And I look at him and said, why are you standing on a toilet? And he said, I ain't standing on no toilet. And I was like, no, you're right, you're not standing on a toilet. Would you like some coffee? I could get that for you in like 5 minutes if you would like some coffee. A little thing that most people don't know about me, because it happened fairly recently, I've been living a lie for a while. I recently came out to some of my friends. Thank you very much. As a Maroon 5 fan, and what's crazy about it is that like I've had to come out, you have to come out as like being a fan of things that other people aren't that big of a fan of. Like for instance, like with my black friends, I can't talk about the Vans Warped Tour. Like they bring up the Vans Warped Tour, they're like, that's so stupid. Why would anyone go to the Vans Warped Tour? It's so dumb. I'm like, yeah, it's so dumb. Why would anyone want to go see A Day to Remember and 303 and Hayley Williams of Paramore? And that'll be fucking crazy. That'll be wild, right? Unfortunate situation I have to deal with, but that's a me thing. Yeah, that on top of another thing, I recently came out as Muslim. Turns out it was the worst time to do that. It has not been a good time to come out as Muslim since like the beginning of Muslimness. Like it's just never been a good time to. And like the thing is, like people think that Muslims are so different. Like we're the same as y'all. Like we like Maroon 5 and shit. Like it's great. Like Recently, today is Eid, the Muslim holiday, and it's after Ramadan, and I was fasting for Ramadan. And I thought people, as a Muslim, did not know how to give me anything, because, you know, parties, people want drinks, and I don't drink. But when you added the Ramadan element on it, they lost their fucking minds. They're just like, oh, hey, Mamoudou, you're here. Would you like some vodka tonic? No, I don't drink. Oh, cool. I have like an old Kool-Aid jammer in the back. Would you like that? Would that be fun for you? I'm like, oh, no, I'm not eating anything. Here's my wife. You can have her. Like, it's entirely fine. You can take her. It's like, and for me, it's like really easy. You could just play She Will Be Loved, and I'll be fine. So. I've been black for a while now. Being black this long, people start to assume things. They assume like crazy things, like Mamoudou, you're like a thug. Look at me, like I couldn't be a thug. Could you imagine me like a turf incident? The fact that I said turf incident should be a clear indication that I could never be a thug. Yo, what I say about coming to my turf? Get off, please. Thank you. Back to my begonias. Like that would be my sort of interaction with that. No, but like whenever your black people come and say outlandish things about race to you, and you have to like just take it. Like people keep telling me that like racism's over. Come on, guys, racism's not over. Like, do you know it's 2016 and like blacks still can't move first in chess? That's how you know who plays chess. Do you guys know that it's 2016 and we still have colored pencils? That's a teacher joke. Not even pencils of color. Anyways. I feel as if like racism is not going to go anywhere because it keeps coming up in weird ways. Like for instance, like I have a black male friend who had sex with a white woman recently, and she started saying things like yo and dope, she'd never said before. To clear it up, he sexually transmitted ebonics to this young lady. And at first I was like, that's fucked up. I'm gonna write a think piece on mic, people are gonna read it, it's gonna be great. But then I was like, you know what, maybe, you know, it would be dope to work the other way around. Like if, you know, I had sex with Hannah here and I could finally say, hello, officer. That got uncomfortable, didn't it? Let's take away the uncomfortable. Does anyone like American Horror Story? Fan of American Horror Story? Some people enjoy it. Okay, cool. I don't like it. I'm just curious. I prefer African American Horror Story. You may know it as Cops. Got another one in there. Recent events have been really dark for people of color, especially African Americans, you know, with police shootings and things like that, and also like the Orlando incident as well. And I propose not just gun control, but just change the shape of the gun entirely. Like guns are shaped on penises, and penises are easy as hell, right? I think they should shape guns like vaginas, because then people wouldn't be able to find the trigger. Could you just imagine, like, if someone is going to rob me, and I know they're shooting me with the vagina gun, I'm going to be tough. I'm like, you're not going to be able to find the trigger. Then they shoot me. I'm just going to be like, oh, your wife's a lucky lady as I die. Like, it'll be amazing. I think about slavery a lot. In case you haven't noticed, I'm not good at segues. Think about slavery a lot. Does anyone like superheroes? Superheroes, good. I love superheroes, as you can tell by everything about me. I love superheroes, I love them so much, and one of my favorite parts of being a superhero is like the idea of parallel universes. In a parallel universe, you know, black is white, white is black. So in a parallel universe, I'm always curious, what if white people were slaves? Now I'm gonna lose 100% of you from this joke. You just imagine just like being like, just like a white slave, you're taken from your country, you're picking cotton on this foreign land that you don't speak the language, someone's slathering SPF 45 on your back because of the beating sun coming down and hitting you, singing Caucasian spirituals. Don't stop believing, and she will be loved. And she will. Thank you very much. My name is Mamoudou.